Hey everybody, okay, I'm going to show you that second part of Dust in the Wind where it has that cool violin solo and how to lay that out on guitar. So if I pick it up from, because the way it leads into the solo, you have that little B section that goes, that I went over in the last video. And that's how it goes back to the second verse, but the second time it does that, when you do this, it does that and goes to an A minor. So instead of all we are is dust in the wind like that, it's all we are is dust in the wind. So it goes up like that. Just strum that A minor chord, top note's E. You might throw that in there. That little thing there, and then it does. You can either go or, okay, and I'll show you both those. So what am I doing? I'm going, when I do that, I am just playing a G chord and adding an E on top. And then I'm killing the E and going with the fourth finger. And now I want an F chord with an F on top, which is pretty easy to get. And I need the G to the A. Now, a lot of times I will go and just use this simple 3-note chord form, which is actually a major chord with a third on top. That means I do this. I put the 4, I slide the 4 up. I will put both my second and third fingers there on that string. Even though it only needs one, your hand is more secure if you use this. It's something I call double touch. I use it all the time. And with this finger, what I'm doing is I'm blocking that, and I'm also blocking the second string. So when I use this chord, which as I say I use all the time in various positions, if I need a C chord with an E on top, or a G chord with a B on top, so here an F chord with an A on top. So this enables me to just strum like this, get the sound I need, and I don't have to worry about hitting any of the other strings. So I like that. Now, for a fuller sound though, for a harder chord change, for a lot of you that might not have your bar chords down, is to go from this with that G on top and just slide up and then throw that one down. Although you have to block, definitely got to block out that 6th string one way or another. You can do it with the first finger. So now you're playing what is sometimes called a C-style F chord. That's another good way of getting an A note on top. So there's that section. I'll play the thing again. So I go. So if I'm lazy, I do that. If I'm not lazy, I do that. Now comes the part where the yeah, that's where this is where the violin comes in. So you go. The third verse. Okay, so what am I doing there? I'm going. So all I need is this run and a G chord. So I go, and then it's got another run coming up from the bottom, which I think is all done on violin, and then it goes to an F chord with these runs. So I need the F chord, I need the run, I do a strum, I hold. Keep hearing that. Then it comes up with that. So let me go do those slowly. D, C, B, C, D, that note, but okay, so you want to do that. You want to hold that down for stability. And what we call in the principal system, we call that the heavy arm. Then, and now I need this run, so I've done it. I go into the F chord. So it's second string B, then second open, C note, B, A, B, C. Now the low run. So I already have the low F down, so I just go. So these are just simple parts of the C scale, which is why it's good to practice your scales and be able to play them well. So now I'm doing this. B, C, B, A, B, C, D. So again, right up the scale. Now I go into C chord with a G on top. So when you get into that, and let's see. Yeah, I guess it's going to have to be like that. I'll go off of that finger, throw these down, then move that finger over to give me C chord with a G on top. Now this part here, got to break it. There's no really good way to do this run and still have bass notes. Maybe I could figure it out, but I haven't. So what is that? Again, just parts of a C scale, or A minor, G, A, G. Then I go down. Think of it this way. That's the first part. And when you do this, I think I used pulls though to make it easier. So you could go like, you could pull any of these, okay, to make it really easy. If you hit them all, I'm going to give it to you hitting them all, and then you decide which ones you want to hammer and pull. But here's an important thing. Right at this point, again, this concept actually is from my classical fingerstyle course. Extremely important concept called continuous contact. See, I'm not going to just take this finger off and go like that. I could do that, but it's much better and makes for much more effortless playing if you avoid ever taking everything off. You always want to have a finger down so that you can keep your shoulder relaxed and add the arm weight to the fingers. So that gives me this. See, what I do is I throw that finger there, especially since I'm going to use that note anyway. And that gives me that run quite nicely. Of course, on the right hand, you know, right hand's a whole nother thing, but I'm using free strokes. I think I'm starting with my middle, and I'm resting my thumb. That's if you hit each note, which is harder. Yeah, that's with a lot of pulls. That sounds pretty good. But either way, whichever way you do it, throw that finger down. And then same thing here. See how I hold that finger until I get this one in place. And then I hold that one. And then I put this down before I lift this. Now, in order to teach your fingers these skills, you have to use the metronome, and you have to use what we call in principles training the basic practice approach. And do not expect that you're just going to watch me do it and then, oh yeah, I'll do that. You would have to do it extremely slowly. You'd have to get the hang of what I'm doing and then practice it like 2 clicks at 60. Of course, I often have my students do things at 4 clicks. And we use the time in between to think and relax the whole body, which makes for building great guitar players. So that's how you do that. So let me finish that run. Just repeats. Does that little thing again, and then come back into the run. Now, when you're strumming like this, and you're about to go into that run, you put your thumb here, and you relax the shoulder. and then you will add that arm weight to what your fingers are doing, which is something all good guitar players do, but will rarely mention. And it just says that. And then you're back to the third verse. So that's how you go about that. That is going out for my student Ken, who I'm teaching this to right now, who I expect him to have this mastered by the next time I see him, and anyone else who's interested. So thanks for watching.